Going on, guys? I got a pretty cool video here. This is on the Gemmy life-size skeleton or skeleton coachman. It doesn't have a proper name or a name given to it by Gemmy. It just says life-size Halloween on the box, but I guess the name given to it by the community is the life-size coachman, because it does kind of look like a coachman, but it could also be called the life-size skeleton. It doesn't really matter. Now, I got this guy locally to me for 50 bucks, I believe. He was brand new. I didn't know he was brand new until I actually went and got him, but yeah, he ended up being brand new, which is awesome. And I did leave the coverings on his hands. They're not really hurting anything right now. I'll probably take them off closer to Halloween, but I just decided to leave them on for now. Now, this one definitely has its flaws. It's very cheaply made for the time that it was in stores. I know a lot of stuff back then was way better quality than this, and I do have to give them credit. They did improve a few things, like the mouth here. It's definitely not as loud like the candelabra or the butler skeleton or whatever it's called. I did a video on that too long ago, but they definitely improved the mouth, I would say. But that's really the only thing they improved. The rest of this thing is just, it's a pain. The setup is not hard. It's just very frustrating because somehow all the poles are like kind of distorted, and you really have to push hard to get them to line up right, and you can just tell it's made cheaply. And overall, he just looks kind of odd. Like, his shoulders are like really bulky, and the rest of his body is just like super skinny, and his pants don't go all the way down to his feet, which is always annoying. It's just little things like that could have been really easily made better, and it's just not. So overall, he's not the best made prop, but he's still a cool one. This one's, it's not that hard to come by. I mean, if you go on eBay right now, you'll see several of them probably, but at the same time, it's not one you see every day. And this one's also not, I would say it's not as desirable as other Gemmy life sizes. This one's just kind of, it just kind of exists. But if I didn't mention it already, this one was sold at Michael's in 2009, I believe. It retailed for 130 bucks. The price tag's right down there. And here's the box. It's in great shape. The guy did store this in his attic, so it's a little faded, but I'll go ahead and open it up because it does have the instructions still. There's the instructions. But yeah, here he is. There's one more thing I will mention before I demo him, and that is the clothing is made mostly of inflatable fabric, weirdly enough, and then they have this like creepy cloth over it, I guess. But yeah, most of it is inflatable fabric, and I just thought that was a little interesting. But without further ado, I will go ahead and demo him.
I used to think that working your fingers to the bone was just a figure of speech. Come in, come in. Pay no attention to the other ghosts and beasties that are about. Right this way, you're just in time. We wouldn't dream of starting without you. Do come in, but beware. Some of the residents here are not as friendly as I am. Fear not, my friends. The really scary ghosts and goblins are standing behind you. Welcome. The more the merrier. Of course, with the graveyards around here empty, it's very merry tonight.
Alrighty, so there he was. As you could see, he did have a lot of phrases, which was, I actually didn't know he had that many. He had a lot. And I do believe those phrases are unique to him. I don't think any other Gemmy product uses these phrases. I mean, it's very possible. I'm not sure. Um, I know there's a whole bunch of different versions of the pull-based, or, the life sizes that are like this. There's like the party hardy skeleton. There's a whole bunch of others, and I don't really know what they say, so they could have the same phrases. I'm not sure. Um, Now when I got this guy, he actually did have a split gear in the neck, and I did have to repair that. It was nothing major. It took about 15 minutes, nothing crazy, but I got that all fixed up. The mechanism is a little loud. I did grease it up. I just think it's how it is. It's just cheaply made, so it is a little loud, unfortunately. And yeah, as you could hear, the mouth was not as loud as some of the other skeletons, but I feel like that's the only thing that really did better on this guy. The face, I don't know how to explain it. It just feels different. Like they use some type of different material, and it feels better. I don't know how to explain it. It just feels like it's a better quality, I guess. Maybe not. Maybe it's cheaper. I don't know. But to me, that's the only thing they really improved on compared to any other pull-based life size. Overall, this thing's just kind of crappy. It just looks kind of off and weird. But I'm still glad to have it. It's kind of a unique piece. Get one last look at the box. And with that being said, I don't have anything else to say about it, so I'll go ahead and end the video here, and thanks for watching.